Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. In this presentation, we will delve into the details surrounding the Diagnostic Trouble Code DTC P0617 pertaining to the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017. This error code indicates a high voltage reading in the starter cut relay diagnosis circuit. Understanding DTC P0617 requires knowledge of the starter control system employed in these vehicles, which functions mainly to prevent unintended starter activation when the vehicle is not in the correct position. When the shift lever is not in park or neutral for continuously variable transmission (CVT) models, or if the clutch pedal is released in manual transmission (MT) models, the powertrain control module (PCM) can deactivate the starter cut relays to prevent accidental starts. This malfunction indicates critical issues that can arise within the starter cut relay system, which includes two relays that operate in series to maintain a stable operation of the starter motor, thus ensuring that drivers have full control over engine activation. In conclusion, a comprehensive understanding of the starter control system is paramount for effectively diagnosing DTC P0617 and implementing appropriate repair actions. Recognizing the roles of various components, such as the starter cut relays and the PCM, helps to identify malfunctions quickly. The troubleshooting steps outlined provide a systematic approach to diagnosing the underlying issues associated with this DTC. Lastly, the importance of preventive maintenance cannot be overstated. Regular checks can greatly reduce the risk of such errors recurring, ensuring the vehicle operates smoothly and efficiently. By following these guidelines, you will be well equipped to handle DTC P0617 effectively and maintain the integrity of the vehicle's electrical systems. The starter cut relay diagnosis circuit high voltage error highlights an issue within the starter control system, which prevents unintended starter activation. This system is intimately linked with the vehicle's PCM, which is responsible for controlling the relays. The relays, situated in the engine compartment, play a vital role in regulating power to the starter motor based on specific conditions, such as the gear shift position and clutch engagement. If the vehicle's shift lever is not in P, park, or N, neutral position for CVT models, or if the clutch pedal is not engaged in MT models, the PCM cuts the power supply to the starter relays. The relays then monitor the voltage between them for any abnormalities. If there's an anomaly, such as a high voltage reading, the PCM records this as a fault, triggering the DTC P0617. Understanding this error code is crucial for diagnosing and rectifying starting issues effectively. Possible causes for DTC P0617 includes several potential failures that can significantly affect starting performance. Firstly, a failure in the starter cut relay 1 circuit being on may indicate that the relay is stuck in the activated position, preventing the PCM from properly controlling the starter. Secondly, a short to power in the starter cut relay 1 circuit can lead to excessive voltage in the system, thereby erroneously signaling to the PCM that all conditions are met for starter engagement. Another critical point to consider is if the starter cut relay line, STRLY 1 to 2, is shorted to power. This fault could lead to abnormal voltage readings, setting off the DTC. Lastly, possible internal circuit issues within the PCM itself could result in incorrect readings or malfunctioning commands to the relays. Each potential cause needs careful testing to identify the underlying problem accurately. When DTC P0617 is present, several symptoms may surface that indicate a serious problem with the starter control system. One primary symptom is difficulty in engine cranking. The engine may not start at all, or may experience intermittent starting issues, which can lead to frustration for the driver. Additionally, the starter motor might behave erratically, potentially leading to continuous cranking regardless of the vehicle's gear position, increasing the risk of starter burnout or damage. Furthermore, this issue will likely be reflected in the PCM's records, displaying the stored DTC P0617. The check engine light, MIL, may not illuminate in all cases, which can make the diagnosis more challenging unless specific tests are conducted. Being aware of these symptoms can help owners and technicians address the issue proactively to avoid further complications. Begin troubleshooting by checking the starter cut relay circuits. This entails visually inspecting the wiring harness and connectors associated with the starter cut relays to identify any signs of damage, corrosion, or disconnections. Look for shorts to power, as a wire that comes into contact with a voltage source can set off a high voltage reading, leading to DTC P0617's activation. Next, utilize a multimeter to test the input and output signals of the PCM to ensure it is functioning correctly. Measure the voltage at the starter cut relay terminals. It should be within specified limits to ensure proper operation. This step is essential in diagnosing which component, whether it's the relay, wiring, or PCM, may be malfunctioning. Accurate testing and inspection at this stage can often pinpoint the root cause for further investigation. The next step involves checking the operation of both starter cut relays. This can be accomplished by applying direct power to ensure that the relays actuate properly and allow current to flow as they should. If a relay does not activate, it may be defective. Additionally, it is important to test circuit continuity throughout the entire length of the starter cut relay wiring to ensure there are no breaks or bad connections. Using a multimeter, you can ohm out the wires and inspect for continuity. If any circuit fails this test, replacement or repair may be necessary. Also, assess all components related to the starter cut relay system, such as fuses and connectors. Conducting a complete examination ensures that all potential issues are identified for a successful repair. The third troubleshooting step centers around testing the diagnosis line voltage between the two starter cut relays. This crucial voltage reading helps determine if there is an open circuit that the PCM might be detecting. Ideally, this voltage should be lower than the threshold defined in the vehicle specifications, such as not exceeding 4.90 volts. If it appears elevated for a duration, it likely indicates a malfunction. Additionally, you should check the PCM for any internal faults that could create false error reports. Using a scan tool, delve into the vehicle's data and review any stored codes or pending codes. This diagnostic equipment can provide insights into live data and pinpoint performance issues within the engine controls. A systematic approach to voltage checks can be crucial in ensuring the overall integrity of the starter control system. After performing the necessary repairs for DTC P0617, it's crucial to verify the effectiveness of the work done. Start this process by clearing the Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, from the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, using an OBD2 scan tool. This step will reset the system and allow for fresh diagnostics. Next, perform a start operation to ensure that everything functions correctly and that the vehicle starts without any abnormal behavior. Observe and listen for any unusual sounds that would indicate lingering issues with the starter control system. Finally, ensure there are no pending codes recorded in the PCM after the repair. This verification step is vital to confirm the issue has been resolved and the vehicle's starting system is performing optimally. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P0617, consistent preventive maintenance is recommended. It is advisable to conduct routine inspections of the starter cut relay circuits, checking for wear and tear or potential points of fault, such as frayed wires or corroded connectors. Additionally, monitoring the performance of the starter is essential. If strange noises or irregular behaviors are observed, it should be addressed immediately. Early diagnosis may prevent more substantial issues down the line. Every few months, check that all electrical connections throughout the starter control system remain secure and free from debris or corrosion. By maintaining this diligence, you can ensure that the starter functions reliably and reduce the risk of encountering similar trouble codes in the future. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.